Archangel Michael and Jesus have a message. My beloved friend, if these words have found their way to you today, do not consider it a coincidence. There are moments in life when heaven reaches down and gently taps a soul on the shoulder. There are seasons when divine messages arrive precisely when a heart is weary, when a mind is burdened, and when hope feels distant. Today may be one of those moments for you. Imagine for a moment a peaceful light surrounding you. The noise of the world fades away. The worries that have occupied your thoughts begin to lose their power. In that sacred silence, a message emerges, a message of hope, strength, courage, and unconditional love. According to this inspirational message, Archangel Michael stands as a mighty protector, a symbol of courage and divine guidance. Beside him stands Jesus, the embodiment of love, compassion, mercy, and salvation. Together, they bring a message not of fear, but of hope. They say, "My child, we see your struggles. We know the battles you fight in silence. We understand the tears you never show anyone. We know the questions that keep you awake at night. We know the burdens you carry, even when you smile for the world. There are times when you feel forgotten. There are days when it seems as though your prayers disappear into the air. You wonder whether anyone truly understands your pain. Yet this message reminds you that heaven has never lost sight of you. Every challenge you have faced has been witnessed. Every prayer has been heard. Every act of kindness has been recorded. Every moment of faith, even the smallest one, has been noticed. Jesus says, "Do not measure my presence by your circumstances. Measure my presence by my promises. Even when storms surround you, I am with you. Even when doors close, I remain your guide. Even when darkness seems overwhelming, my light continues to shine." Many people believe that blessings only appear when life is easy. Yet some of the greatest miracles begin during the most difficult seasons. A seed must be buried before it grows. The night must come before the dawn. Trials often prepare the way for transformation. Archangel Michael speaks. Release your fear. Fear has convinced you that you are alone, but you are not alone. Fear has told you that you are weak, but you are stronger than you realize. Fear has whispered that your future is uncertain, but heaven already sees the path ahead. Think about the obstacles that have appeared in your life. Some seemed impossible to overcome. Yet somehow you made it through. You survived moments that once felt unbearable. You continued moving forward even when your strength was nearly gone. That resilience was not an accident. Divine strength was working within you. There may be people who underestimated you. There may be voices that tried to discourage you. Some may have doubted your dreams, criticized your efforts, or questioned your worth. But heaven does not define you according to the opinions of others. Your value was established long before anyone formed an opinion about you. Jesus reminds you. You are loved beyond measure. You are seen beyond appearances. You are known beyond your mistakes. Many people carry guilt from the past. They replay old failures repeatedly. They allow yesterday's regrets to steal today's peace. But this message is a reminder that healing begins when you stop allowing the past to control your future. Forgiveness is not weakness. Forgiveness is freedom. When you forgive yourself, you release the chains that have held you captive. When you forgive others, you free your heart from bitterness. This does not mean forgetting painful experiences. It means refusing to allow them to define your destiny. Archangel Michael continues. There is a battle taking place, but not every battle requires your fear. Some battles require your faith. Some battles require your patience. Some battles require your trust. Too often people exhaust themselves trying to control everything. They worry about outcomes they cannot predict. They carry responsibilities that were never meant to be theirs. Today, consider what would happen if you surrendered those burdens. What if you trusted that heaven is already working behind the scenes? What if the delay you dislike is actually protection? What if the closed door was not rejection but redirection? What if your greatest breakthrough is closer than you think? Jesus says, keep walking. Keep believing. Keep loving. Do not stop simply because the road is difficult. The most beautiful destinations often require perseverance. You may not see immediate results. You may not understand every detail. You may not know exactly how your story will unfold. But faith is not the ability to see the entire staircase. Faith is taking the next step. This message arrives for someone who has nearly given up. Someone who has prayed repeatedly for an answer. Someone who feels exhausted. Someone who wonders if change will ever come. Hear these words. Your story is not over. Your purpose remains alive. Your future contains possibilities greater than your current circumstances. Archangel Michael stands as a reminder that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is choosing faith despite fear. Jesus stands as a reminder that love is stronger than despair. Together they encourage you to keep moving forward. Do not compare your journey with anyone else's. The timing of your life is unique. The lessons of your path are unique. The blessings prepared for you are unique. Some people bloom early. Others bloom later. Both flowers are beautiful. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust the one who sees the entire picture. As this message continues, allow hope to rise within you. Let peace replace anxiety. Let confidence replace doubt. Let faith replace fear. The chapter you are living now is not the end of the story. A new season is approaching. A season of growth. A season of healing. A season of unexpected blessings. And as you step forward into that season, remember these words. You are loved. You are guided. You are protected. You are stronger than you know. And heaven has not forgotten your name. As you continue listening to this message, allow your heart to become still for a moment. There are times when life becomes so loud that we can no longer hear the gentle voice of hope. Responsibilities, disappointments, worries, and unanswered questions create a storm of noise around us. Yet heaven often speaks most clearly in moments of quiet reflection. Archangel Michael says, "My child, many of the battles you face are not visible to the world. Others may see your smile, but they do not see the courage it takes to keep going each day. They do not see the prayers you whisper in private. They do not see the strength required to continue believing when answers seem delayed. You may have experienced moments when everything appeared to be falling apart. Plans failed. Relationships changed. Opportunities disappeared. The future looked uncertain. In those moments, it is easy to assume that you have been abandoned. But what if those difficult seasons were preparing you for something greater? What if every challenge was teaching you wisdom? What if every setback was strengthening your character? What if every closed door was guiding you toward a better path? Sometimes the greatest blessings arrive in packages that initially look like disappointments. Jesus says, "Trust me even when you do not understand. Trust me when the road is unclear. Trust me when your emotions tell you one thing but faith calls you to believe another." Trust is one of the most powerful acts of faith. Anyone can believe when circumstances are perfect. Anyone can feel hopeful when everything is going well. But true faith is revealed when challenges appear. Faith says, "I do not have all the answers, but I know I am not alone." Faith says, "I cannot see the entire journey, but I trust the one guiding me." Faith says, "This difficulty is not greater than God's power." There is someone reading these words who has been carrying a heavy burden for a long time. Perhaps it is financial stress. Perhaps it is heartbreak. Perhaps it is loneliness. Perhaps it is uncertainty about the future. Perhaps it is grief that still lingers in your heart. Whatever that burden may be, heaven wants you to know that you do not have to carry it alone. Archangel Michael reminds you. Strength does not mean carrying every burden by yourself. Strength means knowing when to place your concerns into God's hands. Many people spend years worrying about things they cannot control. They lose sleep over possibilities that never happen. They create fear from situations that exist only in their imagination. But worry has never solved tomorrow's problems. It only steals today's peace. Jesus says, "Come to me with your fears. Bring me your worries. Bring me your doubts. You were never meant to carry them alone." Imagine placing every concern into God's hands. Imagine releasing every anxious thought. Imagine trusting that heaven is already working behind the scenes. Would that not bring peace to your spirit? The truth is that some blessings are already moving toward you. Some answers are already being prepared. Some opportunities are already being arranged. You simply cannot see them yet. A farmer plants seeds and waits. The seed grows underground long before it becomes visible above the surface. Likewise, many blessings begin long before they become visible. Do not assume nothing is happening simply because you cannot see immediate results. Growth often occurs in hidden places. Archangel Michael continues. Do not underestimate the power of persistence. Every prayer matters. Every act of faith matters. Every step forward matters. Sometimes people quit just before their breakthrough. They become discouraged because the journey feels long. They assume their efforts are wasted. They believe their prayers are unanswered. Yet often the answer is closer than they realize. How many miracles have been missed because someone gave up too soon? How many blessings were just around the corner? How many opportunities required one more step of faith? This message encourages you to keep moving forward. Keep believing. Keep praying. Keep trusting. Keep hoping. Not because the journey is easy, but because your destination is worth it. Jesus says, "You are stronger than your circumstances. You are greater than your fears. You are more capable than your doubts suggest." Think about your life. There were times when you believed you could not continue. Yet you continued. There were moments when you thought you would never heal. Yet healing began. There were situations that seemed impossible. Yet somehow solutions appeared. You have already overcome challenges that once seemed overwhelming. That same strength remains within you today. Do not forget how far you have come. Do not overlook the progress you have made. Do not allow temporary difficulties to make you question your worth. Your journey matters. Your story matters. Your life matters. Archangel Michael says, "There are gifts within you that have not yet been fully discovered." Many people spend their lives underestimating themselves. They focus on weaknesses while ignoring strengths. They remember failures while forgetting victories. They criticize themselves more harshly than anyone else ever could. But heaven sees potential where you see limitations. Heaven sees possibilities where you see obstacles. Heaven sees greatness where you see imperfection. You do not need to become someone else to fulfill your purpose. You simply need to become the person God created you to be. Jesus reminds you, do not compare your calling to another person's calling. Their path is not your path. Their assignment is not your assignment. Comparison is one of the quickest ways to lose joy. Someone will always appear more successful. Someone will always seem further ahead. Someone will always have something you wish you possessed. But comparison blinds you to your own blessings. The goal is not to become another person. The goal is to become the best version of yourself. When you focus on your unique purpose, peace begins to grow. You stop measuring your progress against others. You stop chasing approval. You stop seeking validation from people who cannot determine your worth. Instead, you begin walking confidently in the direction heaven has prepared for you. Archangel Michael says, "The next chapter of your life does not require fear. It requires faith. Perhaps change is approaching. Perhaps new opportunities are arriving. Perhaps old seasons are ending. Perhaps new doors are opening. Change can feel uncomfortable because it moves us beyond familiar territory. Yet growth rarely happens inside comfort zones. The butterfly cannot remain a caterpillar forever. The eagle cannot learn to fly without leaving the nest. The seed cannot become a tree without breaking open. Transformation often begins where comfort ends. Jesus says, "Do not fear the future. Walk toward it with faith." The future is not something to fear. The future is an opportunity. It is a canvas upon which new possibilities can be painted. It is a chapter that has not yet been written. It is a journey that still contains blessings, lessons, and miracles. No matter what happened yesterday, today offers a fresh beginning. No matter how many mistakes were made, grace remains available. No matter how dark the night has been, morning still comes. This is your reminder that hope remains alive. Light remains stronger than darkness. Love remains stronger than fear. Faith remains stronger than doubt. And heaven remains closer than you realize. As this message comes to a close, take these words into your heart. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not alone. You are loved beyond measure. You are protected by divine grace. You are guided by heavenly wisdom. And even now, blessings are being prepared for your future. Walk forward with confidence. Walk forward with courage. Walk forward with faith. Because your story is still unfolding, and the best chapters may still be ahead. My beloved friend, as you continue reading this message, know that these words arrive at a moment when your soul may need encouragement more than ever. Life has a way of testing our patience. There are seasons when answers seem delayed, prayers appear unanswered, and dreams feel distant. Yet heaven reminds you that a delay is not a denial. Archangel Michael says, "My child, there are blessings being prepared for you that you cannot yet see. Do not mistake silence for absence. Just because something is hidden does not mean it is not happening." Many people become discouraged because they expect instant results. They plant a seed today and expect a harvest tomorrow. But everything in creation follows a process. The sunrise does not rush. The seasons do not hurry. A tree does not become strong overnight. Growth takes time. Healing takes time. Preparation takes time. And sometimes the greatest miracles require patience. Jesus says, "Trust my timing. What I have prepared for you will arrive at the right moment. Not too early. Not too late." Think about the times in your life when something you desperately wanted did not happen. At the time, it may have felt heartbreaking. You may have questioned why the door remained closed. But later, perhaps you realized that the closed door protected you from something that was not meant for you. Perhaps a better opportunity appeared. Perhaps a better path unfolded. Sometimes what feels like rejection is actually redirection. Sometimes what feels like loss is actually preparation. Sometimes what feels like an ending is actually a beginning. Archangel Michael continues. The path ahead may not look exactly as you imagined, but it can still lead to extraordinary blessings. One of the greatest challenges people face is the desire to control everything. We want certainty. We want guarantees. We want to know exactly how every chapter of our story will unfold. Yet faith often requires stepping forward without having every answer. Faith is believing before seeing. Faith is trusting before understanding. Faith is moving forward even when the destination remains hidden. Jesus says, "If you could see everything I am doing behind the scenes, you would not be afraid." Imagine for a moment that heaven pulled back the curtain and showed you every detail of your future. You would see opportunities already forming. You would see prayers already being answered. You would see blessings already on their way. You would see protection operating in ways you never noticed. You would see countless moments when divine grace prevented problems before they reached you. The truth is that many miracles occur without our awareness. Not every miracle arrives with dramatic signs. Some miracles are quiet. Some miracles are subtle. Some miracles arrive disguised as ordinary moments. A conversation that changes your perspective. A new opportunity that appears unexpectedly. A burden lifted from your heart. A healing that gradually unfolds. A friendship that arrives at the perfect time. These are miracles too. Archangel Michael says, "Do not overlook the blessings that already surround you." Human nature often focuses on what is missing. We notice what we lack more quickly than what we possess. We focus on the problem instead of the progress. We dwell on the challenge instead of the blessing. But gratitude changes perspective. When you begin noticing blessings, your heart becomes more aware of abundance. Gratitude does not ignore difficulties. It simply refuses to allow difficulties to overshadow everything good. Jesus says, "Give thanks for what you have, and you will discover even more reasons to be thankful." There is power in appreciation. Power in gratitude. Power in recognizing the goodness that already exists in your life. Perhaps your life is not perfect. No one's life is. But there are still reasons to hope. There are still reasons to believe. There are still reasons to smile. There are still reasons to trust. Archangel Michael continues, "Your breakthrough may be closer than you think." Some people spend years praying for change. Then one day, everything shifts. The opportunity appears. The answer arrives. The healing begins. The door opens. The breakthrough comes. And suddenly they realize that every difficult season was preparing them for that moment. Never underestimate what can happen in a single day. One conversation can change your future. One opportunity can transform your circumstances. One decision can alter the direction of your life. One moment of faith can open a new chapter. Jesus says, "Remain hopeful. Remain faithful. Remain patient." Hope is not wishful thinking. Hope is the confident expectation that something good is possible. Hope allows you to keep moving forward. Hope gives strength during difficult seasons. Hope provides light when darkness surrounds you. The world may try to convince you that hope is naive. But heaven knows that hope is powerful. Hope keeps dreams alive. Hope fuels perseverance. Hope inspires courage. Hope strengthens faith. Archangel Michael says, "You have survived every difficult day that has come before this one." Pause and think about that. Every challenge, every disappointment, every heartbreak, every obstacle. You survived them all. You are still here.